Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Carnage Reviews. My name is Eric. So, before Peter Jackson was known for making movies about rings and hobbits, he was making crazy-ass movies like Dead Alive, a.k.a. Braindead. Before I kick ass for the Lord,
I kick ass for the Lord!
just a quick reminder to please consider subscribing to the channel. Just click that subscribe button along with the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content. Dead Alive was directed by Peter Jackson. It stars Timothy Baum, Diana Penelver, Elizabeth Moody, and Ian Walken. Dead Alive opens with a zoo official and his team attempting to smuggle out a rat monkey. The creature bites the zoo official. His team, fearing infection, quickly dismembers every area he is bitten, which is a real headache. Meanwhile, Lionel is a young man who lives in New Zealand with his cruel and dominating mother. Through a tarot card reading, Paquita finds out that Lionel is the love of her life. While on a date at the zoo, Lionel's jealous mother follows them, where the rat monkey bites her. What follows next is a series of gory and insane events.
Your mother ate my dog!
Not all of it.
Peter Jackson started his career by making splatter films, such as Bad Taste and Meet the Feebles. Dead Alive, a.k.a. Braindead, would be the third film he would make during this time period. I would love to see Peter Jackson direct another gory horror film, especially with the power he has now. I know at one point, back in the day, he was actually tapped to direct Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, which is one of my favorite Texas Chainsaw Massacre films in the series. I think that would have been crazy if he did that. Sadly, though, I just don't see him making a horror film today. Anyway, let's talk about Dead Alive, which is basically a New Zealand Evil Dead 2. But I have to say, and this may piss some people off, I feel like Dead Alive is a much better film than any of the Evil Dead films. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Evil Dead and I love Ash. Hail to the King, baby. But there's just something about Dead Alive. It's just so much more of a lunatic film. The gore is amazing, and the gags are clever and hilarious. So I noticed that there were some little things in the film that I never noticed before or paid much attention to. For example, at the beginning of the movie, when we see the rat monkey being captured, which is what causes the zombie outbreak, I noticed that the monkey is from Skull Island, which is where King Kong is from, which, ironically enough, King Kong was remade by Peter Jackson several years later. Also, and this is pretty hilarious, there's a scene where Lionel goes to this shady veterinarian to get some tranquilizers. And after all these years, I'm just now noticing that the veterinarian, underneath his doctor's jacket, he's wearing a Nazi uniform, which is pretty damn funny. Dead Alive is a very gory film, but like Evil Dead, it's very cartoonish. In fact, at times, it really does kind of feel like you're watching a cartoon. For example, there's a scene where Lionel is trying to escape a horde of the undead, and he's stuck on a pool of blood. He's like running in place and he's slipping on this pool of blood, and it just seems like something you would see in a Looney Tunes cartoon. Even by today's standards, Dead Alive has one of the most chaotic climaxes ever in any horror film. I honestly can't think of any movie, past or present, that tops it. If you know of a movie that does, let me know in the comments.
Party's over.
This is a movie that's meant to be fun, to entertain you. That's it. With Dead Alive, you're in for one gory and comedic ride. When people think about Peter Jackson today, I think most people think of Hobbits and Lord of the Rings, but for me, I always think of Dead Alive, which I give 5 skulls. Thanks for checking out today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did enjoy it, please tap that like button. Have you seen Dead Alive, a.k.a. Braindead? Let me know in the comments what you think about the film. So I just wanted to address my absence. As you guys may or may not know, if you follow my little community page in the community section of my channel, I recently had to move, so I decided to take a break for a bit As you guys know, moving is freaking stressful as hell, especially when it's like last minute, when you're kind of just thrown into it, like, fuck, you know. But everything's good now. We are in our new place, still getting settled in. So everything's kind of a work in progress at the moment, but we're getting there. And I want to thank my girlfriend for helping me get this stuff set up back here. I think it looks cool. And this is still a work in progress too. My background here, I'm going to be putting some more stuff in eventually over time. So with that said, guys, thank you. I hope you guys are glad to have me back. I know I'm glad to be back. As you may or may not know, YouTube is brutal when it comes to not producing content on a regular basis. So hopefully I can get back on my feet. With your help, I'm sure I will be able to do that. I have a lot of exciting ideas coming up, and I'm looking forward to sharing them with you. With that said, guys, thanks. That's it for me, guys. With that said, the only thing I have left to say is watch out for rat monkeys. Bye-bye, guys.